What's up, guys? Hey, it's Jerry back here. Conscious is awake. Um, I was out here on the lake in my kayak about like 1 year ago or 11 months ago. Um, and let me show you the lake again. It's just beautiful. Oh man, it's such a pretty day out here. It's so nice. It's like 97 degrees. The water's like maybe 75 degrees. I was swimming earlier about an hour ago through the water. It was so amazing. Um, yeah, but anyways, this video, I thought it was somewhat fitting. I've had some recent OBE experiences that are connected or correlated to this video title recently. And it's been about a year or about 11 months since the last video I did, which was actually in my kayak in that upload. And that video title, I'm trying to remember it right now. I think the video title was AI Simulation Dimension or AI Simulation Zone, I believe. Talking about some of my other unique OB experiences over time in areas that I do not consider the astral plane structure or the etheric plane, for that matter. So how do we get into this complex topic? There's a few new things I've discovered and experienced in this AI simulation zone, which is outside of the astral structure. My best opinion from my experience and observation, because again, some of the really important things you have to do when you have astral projection experiences, OBEs, is to use observational skills. Also in dream state too. When you use some more observational skills, it helps you get lucid in dreams, and there's a lot of benefit to being a really good observer. You know, they say it's good to be a good listener. It's also good to be a very good observer anywhere you are at any given moment while you're consciously aware. And so I want to dive deeper into the AI simulation zone and some of the new things I found there, not on one occasion, but on multiple occasions. And then, you know, like when you're having astral projection experiences and you are having like very similar experiences or observing or doing very similar things to other experiences, you know, you got to give those things a lot of validity, and it means something, you know. And so I'm ready to talk more about it. And so where do I start, honestly? Give me a second to think, and then let me give you guys some more lake view. Look at that. Wow, it is awesome. The sun, the light, the water, it's pretty. So, okay, so where do I start? So let's start here. So in the last video, and I'll also, I will put the link for that video I did a year ago on the AI simulation zone in the description box, just in case you didn't see it. But that video got like 50 or 60 likes, some good comments, I don't know, 300, 400 views. So it seems like you guys are interested in these experiences. So let's go dive deeper. So in the last video, I described being on water, right? Let me back up a little bit. Let me talk more to you about getting there, okay? So sometimes I have a lot of energy, and sometimes I get out of body spontaneously or accidentally. It just depends on how it happens. But when it happens, it happens. And sometimes I have a lot of energy. I feel really good. And usually when I do astral projection, I'm feeling pretty good. You know, I don't astral project when I'm like really tired, you know, exhausted, you know, just as, you know, things that get in the way of doing it. But usually I have a little more energy. And sometimes when I have that ample amount of energy, I just shoot through the etheric into the astral structure. I go past everything. I just go out, straight out into the sky, into the, well, what I call the etheric sky, and then that etheric sky then shifts me into different bodies and different planes and frequencies and all that stuff. And I just keep going. I go and go and go. And then I know when I'm getting past a mental plane, because I can really feel how beings are reading my thoughts, and I can see how the light shifts and stuff. And there's just certain environmental changes as you're zipping through. It's really about your mind and how you attack these things and how you approach them. And you have to have no fear, because if you try to get to the mental plane or past it into this AI simulation zone or layer that's outside of the mental astral plane, you know, as soon as you have any hesitation or fear, I guarantee you, it stops. You just stop at whatever astral reality construct, if it's a really great one or if it's a really horrible one. You know what I mean? So, you know, take my experience and my information and realize that there's nothing to fear except fear itself. And that your consciousness can overcome a lot of shit out there, okay? But anyways, so yeah, I just go real fast and I keep going. And how I know I enter into the AI simulation zone is that it's the colors, the air, the sky around me. As I get to that particular plane or zone, there's a lot. It's a really hazy yellowish sky, and there's like a burning metal smell. Not always, but I notice it here and there. Maybe it just depends on where I, you know, like enter into that zone. I don't know, but yeah, and the also the ground, like when you get there and you stop in that particular plane, the ground's really spongy. It feels super synthetic, you know, really like spongy. It's almost like you can hear it, like when you walk on it, you can feel it, like the sound of it as you walk on it. It's really disgusting. I don't like it because that whole AI simulation zone, it just has such a inorganic vibe and sense to it. It's not a really nice place to be in, to be honest with you. But for my OBEs, for my astral projections, I've had multiple experiences with this plane, with this AI thing. I mean, I have thought about this so many times, and I have concluded from my own experience that this AI simulation zone is outside of the astral plane structure. And I don't know any other way to describe it other than the way I'm describing it. Okay. But you know, if anything changes, if I get more experiences, information, data, and something changes, I will obviously update you, you know. But let's get back on track here with the video. So what I want to describe in this video is some of the new experiences in the AI simulation zone. And so in the last video, I talked about the water, and it's like misty and foggy. And as you go across this water, there's an automatic transfer into these long, like canoe things, these boat things. They're really long. They're like long. I mean, way bigger than any canoe. And there's an entity, well, I shouldn't say entity, a being that is actually controlling that long canoe. And it's going across a vast amount of water. And in the water, the only thing I've noticed is these serpent-like beings. They're really big. They look like dragons / crocodiles, maybe. And they I guess they live in the water of this AI simulation zone. And all you can see is their glowy eyes, yellow, orange, reddish, greenish, just different colors. And they're all around you. It's really scary. It's very uncomfortable. and they can talk to you. They can read your thoughts. But these reptile-looking kind of entities that are in the water just seem like they're part of that AI construct, and they're not real. They're just there to scare you and make you feel uncomfortable. I mean, they know AI. I'm not talking about AI that's created by humans. I'm talking about AI, inorganic beings and entities. Not all of them have souls and consciousness, but some of them do, and some of them are just AI. Sophisticated AI. That AI has been around for many, many years. When it comes to the multiverse, perspective, that's not a AI or inorganic kind of technology / beings that just started yesterday. They've been there for a while, from what I've noticed. So here's something new, as opposed to the other video that I did about a year ago. So when you're out in that water, there's these little mounds that look like islands just scattered all over the place. You can go in any direction in that canoe, and you will end up, no matter which way you go, you will end up to an island that has a really big, like 3-story, all white mansion on top of a mound, but it looks like an island with a path that goes up, to where the mansion is. So, in my experiences, I finally got to those points where I've gotten to the island, I've gotten to the white mansion, and you go inside, and everything's white. It's like the white, like people talk about a white room. Sometimes they have in NDEs or OBEs. It's like a white room that they get into. I wonder if it's sometimes this AI mansion that they get into, this white room, because everything in this mansion is white. I mean, like the walls and everything is just colored white. And then but here, this is kind of crazy though. So like, when you go into the mansion, even though it's all white, the color is very deceiving. You think of the color white or just a brightness. It's not dark, right? And you think it's more, just positive or loving when you're especially in these different realms. But when you walk into this all white mansion, it starts to read your subconscious mind while you're in your astral projection. And that is tied into the Archon parasite entities, the AI parasites, not the Archon itself. I'm talking about the offspring of the Archon, which is the AI parasites that go into your solar plex through the back, usually, sometimes through the front of your body, and they prey more on humans because when consciousness souls are in human bodies, we don't have all our senses. We're just really confined to the 5 senses, to this brain, to this reality construct. In the community post the other day, I mentioned how our brain is almost like a quantum processor. So it's processing a quantum holographic simulation that's around us in this environment, but internally through the brain, through the senses, and then it's feeding consciousness the reality that it's downloading or programming you to believe it, right? Now, of course, the brain is also connected to the nervous system, and there's other applications of the brain connected to the body, this biological mechanism, obviously. But I'm just saying at a core level, it's processing. It's a quantum processor, and that's something that I think that some scientists and people in this reality construct will start talking about in the near future. But I digress. Okay, so let me get back to the White Mansion. All right, so this White Mansion is attacking you with it's infiltrating your subconscious fears and traumas. And the reason why it does that is, see, it took a few experiences there for me to be able to make this video. The reason why it does that is because it's trying to prohibit you from finding the back door of the White Mansion. And so it took a few times, but then I realized that when you go through this mansion and you ignore the attack on your subconscious fears and mind and how it's manifesting things in front of you, if you just put yourself in a positive mind state and know it's not real, it's just a simulation, even though it seems so freaking real and so fucking scary, it's not real. It's an illusion. And so when you have that mind state and you just keep going, that's what makes a difference. And so if you keep walking through the hallways of this White Mansion, what you'll find is a black door at the end of one of the hallways. It's a regular size door. It's black, so it stands out because all the walls and colors are white, and the floor and the ceilings and the walls. And there's no door. It's just a black entryway. And when you look through that door and stick your energy body during the astral projection through the doorway, what you see in front of you is another black void. Just like the astral voids, like that I've talked about in other videos over the last couple years, where we go into these astral voids and we can go into them and manifest whatever we want to manifest in that that quantum moment, or resonate in vibrational frequency to a certain aspect of the astral reality construct. I mean, the constructs in the astral, or whatever the case may be. And next thing you know, you're like, boom, light speed, you're in a whole new reality construct. One that you've designed for yourself, or one that you're just resonating with as a frequency match at that quantum moment, that nanosecond. Okay. So, conclusion is that there is another void, black void, that is beyond the AI simulation plane, zone, whatever you want to call it. And that's where I'm at now, at this moment in 2023, July 2023, for my experiences. And I really hope that you guys don't think this is insane or crazy, because it's not. I mean, this channel is about expressing my experiences. Before I started my Consciousness Awake channel, I didn't have any way to express myself, any way to express my spiritual developments, experiences, OBEs, any of the stuff. I had no way to do it. I mean, no friends, no family, nothing. Everyone, this whole matrix is against me. The whole matrix, friends, relatives, everyone's like, yeah, you sound like a smart dude and an intelligent guy, and you're a good soul and a good heart, and all this stuff, but all this OBE stuff sounds crazy, right? But now I have you amazing consciousness souls out there who maybe understand or totally understand. I don't know, but I'm just very, very happy, and I feel a lot of gratitude for being able to express myself through this YouTube platform. So, and thank you for watching my videos. But I'm going to stop this video here. I'm at about 19 minutes. I don't want to take too long for uploading it because I'm using my cell phone. But yeah, I just want to share some of those newer experiences, some of those perspectives, and I'll talk to you guys very soon. If you have certain videos and things I want to do, just leave them in the community post, leave them on the comments in the video, or if you want me to do special videos for you guys about certain topics, then leave it, send me a private email. My private email is in the description down below, okay? And I'll put that link for the last AI simulation video down in the link too, okay? I love you guys, and sending positive energy through the etheric plane, which is the closest link to this physical reality construct, so that I can send you energy, and I'm just sending positive energy, and I hope you send the same to me. All right, talk to you soon. Peace. Bye.